Alright, so we are now going to be looking at mass and weight. What is the difference between mass and weight? Mass is the measure of quantity of matter in an object, and weight is the amount of gravitational force acting on an object that has mass. Now, weight is measured in newtons, which is for force, and mass is measured in grams, kilograms. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the formula for weight is equal to m times g, and the formula for mass is, and g here, by the way, is gravitational, like the gravitational field strength, which on Earth is 9.8. However, in the question they might state that the gravitational field strength is 10, or if you're on another planet, it'll be whatever else. And yeah, so mass is W by G. That's pretty much all you need to know for weight and mass. So now let's move on. Let's move on to something else. Density. So density is measured in pascals. So like that is the symbol, sort of. It's like a weird little P. Density is um total volume multiplied by volume times damn, what was it? When you get in front of a camera, it really becomes difficult to say stuff. Um, density is, sorry, volume. Wait, what? Sorry, I just got really confused for a second. Mass over volume, right? Just mass over volume. And mass is equal to density times volume. Okay? That is it. So, to measure the density of something, you can try and float it so that you can measure the displacement of water by the object coming into the bottle. So, say you have like a sort of like a it's very bad. And you have a cup here. So, if you say there's water up to here, just not going out, if you put an object in, based on the amount of water that comes out and going measured into here, that is the density of the object. An extremely dense object will move more water than a less dense object. Right? Yeah. So, now we'll move on to forces. Now, a force is a push, pull, twist, or compression of an object. It's basically anything that makes it move, pretty much. Now, for some forces are measured in newtons, and say you have a a toy and two babies are pulling it. So one's pulling it with a force of, say, 30 newtons, and the other is pulling it with 20 newtons. Which way will it go? It'll go this way with 10 newtons of force. And if, say, this were to be 30, then it would not move. It'll just stay the same, right? These are called balanced and unbalanced forces. Now, there are many types of forces. For cars, there is thrust. So, the car thrusting, there's upthrust for like rockets and stuff. There's also upthrust for like boats on water because they are thrusted upwards. There's weight force, which is pulling it towards the ground, and push up from the ground or the body or like whatever it's on. So I have my here plant pot. It's on the table. Weight force is pulling it down, but the table is pushing it up. So it's going to stay still because the forces are balanced. So the formula for forces is something a little old guy called Newton made. F forces is equal to mass times acceleration. That is the formula. Now what have we forgotten? There's also elastic potential force. So say you have like, let me just think of an example. Say you have a sort of like a rubber band and you put a ball directly down. At first it'll go down, then it'll sort of spring up. That's because of elastic potential force. Now, let's just yeah, we're done. Yeah, yeah.